I made a fully working hypercar in Minecraft. And I even gave it a rocket engine. This is the Bugatti Brouillard, and I will show you exactly how I made this in Minecraft. So, cars, how do they work? Well, in this world, I will show you two ways on how this car works and how it drives and how the drivetrain actually looks. And that's over here. I have two drivetrains and I will explain why we have two. So in my last video of the Sky servers that I made, a lot of people were saying that I used a lot of add-on mods. And that's true. I use a lot of add-on mods to make that thing work. And a lot of people also ask, like, is there a version that is basically only base Create? So Create Aeronautics and the Create mod, and that's it. So because of that, I made two drivetrains, one that is purely made for the Create mod and Create Aeronautics, and one that uses a lot of add-ons to make it even faster and better. And this one is the one that is actually in the car. So first of all, this of course is a Bugatti, and it is the Bugatti Brouillard. Brouillard. I probably butchered the whole name, but it's a pretty cool car. And at the end of this video, I will actually race this car, exactly this version right here. But before that, let me explain exactly how this thing works. So this obviously is made mostly out of copycats. It's a shell that is on top of a drivetrain. So if I lift this car up and lock it into the air, you can see the drivetrain right here underneath it. And I am super proud on how I got all of this to fit in the car. Like, honestly, there is not much space. There's like a small little space over here. And I made this version 4-wheel drive, so I have the whole transmission tunnel all the way to the front wheels to make those spin as well. And yeah, I really used every bit of space that this car has. And I even put a ion thruster on here, which is also from a add-on mod. Not that you really need it, but for a little bit of an extra speed, it's really nice to have. This car can go up to 85 blocks a second, which is about 309 kilometers an hour. So basically it's as fast or a little slower as a Formula 1 car. So beneath the bodywork of this car is this. This is a drivetrain that I use in this specific car on this mod pack. And if you're interested in the mod pack, the links are down in the description. It's a Create Colonies and Aeronautics mod pack, so go check it out. We have a lot of add-on mods in here, and that's how I created this transmission. So of course we have a seat and we have our linked typewriter, which is our steering wheel basically, and it all runs on this single engine. It uses diesel as its fuel source. If you use gasoline, it's not strong enough to drive all four wheels. Diesel has a little bit better stress capacity, so that's why I use diesel. So what happens is that this modular engine powers both ways, and on both sides we have an Omni speed controller. And this speed controller controls the speed outputted from this diesel engine. Of course, the diesel engine doesn't output 256 rotation per minute, so that's why I needed the Omni speed controller on either side to have it on the max speed possible. Then they go into this thing, the sequential gearbox. And this is a really cool block. It's from this mod, the compact gearbox mod, and it adds a gear selector, a manual gearbox and a sequential gearbox. And we are using the sequential gearboxes over here. And when you shift right click on this thing, you have all the gears. So you have reverse and you have 5 gears. You can set the speed over here as long as you don't go above the 1.0 or 1 times. If you go higher than that, either your game will crash or this block will disappear. So just so you know, you are already on 256 rotations a minute. So that's the max speed. You cannot go over 1. And this is basically how you connect it. It's basically a redstone link. So you have the redstone links, the blue and the red code. And I put the wool for the up and down shift. And if we go into the typewriter, you can see that my W key is the up gear and the S key is gearing down. This one is exactly the same as that one over there. They are exactly the same also in gear ratio. This way you can slow down the car and drive on a specific speed that you like. Then it goes into this brass gearbox, and this gearbox is really cool because you can switch the way it spins. And I needed this because then I can set the left side to turn the same way as the right side, because normally the gearbox are inverted on both sides, so like one side spins the other way. This brass gearbox actually fixed that. Forward, exactly the same thing. Also a brass gearbox and pointing at both of the front wheels, and the front wheels are powered with redstone links to be able to steer them. Then over here we have the symmetrical sails. These help with turning on high speeds. The weird thing with the Create Aeronautics is that everything works on speed. It's all gradual, and it's weird because that means that the faster you go, the harder your turn is. It's really weird. I don't get that. Normally it's the other way around. If you drive a real car in real life, the faster you go, the harder it gets to actually turn. That's just how physics work. But I guess in this game, it doesn't work like that. So sadly, when you try to turn on fast speed, it will turn like crazy and you will basically just flip the car. So to try and stop that, we use the symmetrical sails like this, and they create drag. So when you try to turn on a fast speed, it creates more drag, and therefore the turning radius will be a little bit slower on high speed than it would be on low speed. And that's basically it. Now, the only thing that I have not shown are these things over here and this thruster on the back. Now, by all means, the thruster is not needed. It's just something that I added to make it a little bit faster, especially for the race that we will do at the end of the video. But it's definitely not needed. And in my first design, this thruster was not there at all. But I added it, and it all fits within that small little bit of space that we have underneath that car. And it looks like this. So what we have is the accumulator. Accumulator from Create Custom Editions. We have basically a battery. It stores 2 million FE on both sides, and they are connected with these things, the large connector and a gold wire that goes to the ion thruster, and that's all it needs. The ion thruster just needs FE, just needs power like this. So to turn this on, we have a lever on this side. We can turn it on. Now the engine is actually running. Right click the typewriter, let's do F5, and if I press W, I go in first gear. And it's super fast because we have no weight basically. So keeping pressing W goes gear up, and if I keep pressing S until reverse, I reverse. But as you can see, the turning radius is not great because the car is super light. So to fix that, I have this key, the suspension key. And that comes from this add-on mod, and that's how I got this car so low to the ground. So this thing can be set to multiple systems like bump force, max impulse, drive, and with these settings you can actually change the wheelbase and how high it goes, how strong the springs work, and all that good stuff. So for example, if we use grip and we right click, you can see that the grip goes up. So let's put it on like what, maybe 2 times. So I put the grip up on the front, and now we should be able to turn a lot better. Look at that. I can turn a lot better, and I'm not even flipping the car, even though it's super light. I think with this setup, without any blocks, I can probably hit like the 100 meters a second or something like that. I can probably go way faster without all the body work and just drive this in a straight line. That would be insane. Now, a lot of people are not happy with add-ons on the Create mod and the Create Aeronautics mod, and therefore I made a version that doesn't use any other add-ons except one, which is the suspension key. I really needed it. The suspension key is really important with this one, and I will explain why, but you can probably already see it by looking at this block. It only has one seat, sadly. I cannot add another seat because it's occupied by this cogwheel. We don't really have any other space to put this whole assembly like this. I could actually, now I think of it, I can probably fit it like this. So you could do it like this. It will look a little bit stupid within the car, but you can do it like this if you want. So this car runs on anything that fuels a portable engine. And the best way is using blaze cakes. It gives you the best strength. So you have the engine. Of course, you fuel this engine. Then it will spin, it will go down. And this analog lever will set the speed. And you cannot go over 7. If you put it like over 7, and I will try to go forward, it overstresses. It gets a little faster, goes into this block, which is a directional gear shift. And this one makes it so that you can go forward or go backwards. As you can see, the front wheels are not spinning. This one doesn't have four-wheel drive. This one is just the rear-wheel drive version because there doesn't exist a gearbox that can be configured. Sadly, you probably know, but if you have a gearbox and you power it up, the left side spins one way and the right side spins the opposite way. So to fix that, I added another gearbox and now they are actually spinning the same way. But it also means it's a lot wider, as you can see. And yes, it fits in the car, but if I would use a normal wheel mount and a small tire, you can see that the tire is all the way over here and that would look super dumb on the car. Then this wheel will be way out of the body itself and look super stupid. So to fix that, there is sadly no other way than using one add-on, which is the suspension key. So I use the suspension key to get the tire all the way inwards, so it lines up with the tire on the front. I couldn't find any other way of doing this, but I guess you guys are pretty smart as well, and you guys will probably figure out a better solution on how to make this car faster and drive better and all that kind of stuff. So let's test this car, and by pressing W, I go forward, and if I let W go, I will just stop. If I press S, I will go backwards, and I have only one speed. I cannot switch between speeds. The only way you can switch between speeds is by changing the analog lever. But yeah, this is basically max speed. It is also super fast, but also because it's super light. This car is super light now. But yeah, those are the two drivetrains that can be fitted in this car. And like I said in the beginning of the video, there is another car, and I will show you at the end of the video. And that will also be available, but that's gonna be so cool. Anyways, I think it is time that we take this bad boy for a spin. And in fact, I think we should race. And here we are in our SMP world, the Aero SMP. This is our survival series that we have, and I have not made the first episode yet. Will come soon. We have a big group of people. It's the Create Aeronautics crew and some extra new people joined us on this journey. So you will see some familiar faces if you have watched a few of my videos, but this is Charlie's racetrack. Charlie, another member, made this really cool big racetrack over here that goes all the way around. And over here we are going to race today. So I have been working on my car here on the server, and mind you, this is all in survival. So I made the car in survival. It is possible. Of course, I use the schematic cannon, which makes it a lot easier. But over here we have a really cool garage, and we have the car sitting right here. Everything works. Everything is right there. I tune it as much as possible so I can actually go over all the bumps, because there are some bridges and bumps over here. You can see the drawbridge over there. It's not completely loaded in, but there is a drawbridge. So we have to be able to make jumps, and therefore I made the suspension a little higher. And also it seems that our accumulators are not completely full anymore. So let's charge the car. I actually have to charge the car, which is actually funny. So let's put these connectors under here. and actually wire them to this little connector that I have in the wall. Also, I made some banners for over here because the walls are pretty empty and we have to wait till the car is charged anyway. So I have a few really funny banners. First one, drive like a champion, drive like a lawn stroll. I have this one. If your seat is full of water, then it must be the water. By Ferrari. And then this one, also an F1 reference. And then this says Max over here in Japanese. And another one, this one, wait, sponsored by Pigo. One of the most affordable server hosting platforms specifically for groups of friends that want to play modern Minecraft on a strong server. And now with 25% off using code ROSS. That can't be it, right? Right? Anyway, that aside, let's actually have a lap on the racetrack because we have to do some practice before we actually do the race because, well, I don't want to I don't want to lose. All right, car's ready. Let's turn the car on and let's drive. All right, let's do a lap. It's a little laggy. Sometimes I have a lag spike, but let's go on full power. Then go back down with the gears. First jump up here. Go down with the gear. Go up with the gear. Come on. I have no time. It's just a little bit of practice. Big jump. Full power. A little lower. Full power again. Engine on the big straight. On the rocket, I mean. Through the corner over here. Woo. Come on. This is actually a really good lap. And going down with the gear. And there we go. Come on, come on, come on. That might actually be my my record. Of course, this car will be available down the road. Like at the end of the video, I will give you all the information that you need to get this car. This is so cool, especially if you have a few friends and then have a race with these cars, because that's actually the whole point, right? And you need a server for that. So if you're interested in a server and you want to actually be able to play this this game and aeronautics and all other mods and have a strong server, then I highly recommend Pigo. It's a really good service. It's super easy. They have an amazing panel and a very easy way to actually install all the mods. They will install your mod pack. They will do everything for you and you can just press play and play on your own server with your friends. And maybe you can also have a race just like we're gonna have on this server. So again, if you're interested, links are down in the description. Oh, and don't forget, use code ROSS, all capitals, for 25% off your first month on any of the subscriptions they have. They are really affordable. So I think if you have a group of friends, you can easily buy it, and they have very strong service. So go check it out. Oh, and also they are doing a giveaway at the moment. So sometimes they do a giveaway, really cool stuff. Go check out their Discord for some more information about that. I will do a few more laps and then I think it's time for the actual race.
Hello and welcome to the very first Aero SMP Diesel Derby. Today we have 7 amazing racers with 7 amazing vehicles all ready to race head to head against each other. And at the very end, we're going to do a giant race with everybody. And how we're going to decide who goes first, second, third is we're going to have qualifying rounds. The way these qualifying rounds work is we're going to do it in a tournament style. The final race will determine who goes first and second. The second race here will be determining who goes third and fourth. This race will be determining who goes 5th, 6th, and 7th, respectively. The first race is going to be between Madden and Fading Arrow. The second race will be between Grey Pans and Kindle. And the third and final race will be between Schwa and Charlie Delta. Who the heck is Schwa? Okay, let's get ready for the first qualifying round.
Now there were a lot of races, and if I would put every single race in this video, the video would take way too long. So therefore, you will only see snippets and also, of course, the race that I do. But don't worry, if you're interested in this race, I will upload the whole race later down the line. So perfect time to subscribe.
And there go our racers down the Staley Straight. And we've got our first double crash. Madden is taking the final turn at Car Depot Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please don't murder me with your thrusters and start your engines.
Kindle is immediately on the Snaily Bridge and is going towards. Oh, and it looks like Graham Hands has had an accident, a horrible accident. Kindle has made the trumpet turn, and Graham Hands is about to be lapped. Oh, the tragedy!
Oh my God! Get out of here!
All right, racers, start your engines.
Joshua is actually going super fast on the airport straight. Catch back up. And he flipped.
Oh, and he flipped again.
And he's almost there. And he crashed on the last corner. But he made it. And he is through.
Okay. In this race, we have General Ross, who's our current track leader, and Madden Play, who's driving like an old car.
Let's go with the word classic.
But I think he's got a very good chance of winning this race. So, Madden, are you excited to get going?
Oh, definitely, sir. I'll try not to crash.
What do you think your chances are of winning this race against our current track leader, General Ross?
Yeah, we will see.
General Ross, you need no introduction because you are the current track leader of our race. How do you think your chances are for winning the whole kit and caboodle? Not just this race, but all the races.
Ooh, that's gonna be a small chance, or not a small chance, but I won't put it very high.
All right, Goshva, do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. On your mark, set, go.
And they're off. Madden and Ross now heading down. Oh my gosh! A massive accident right at the beginning. It looks like Madden has pulled ahead in a massive upset. Ross is stuck behind and is now hit a tree. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Madden is in first place.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Madden might just take home this win. He's going down. He's taking the diesel. He's going over the diesel bridge, and Ross is right behind and caused a big accident. But Madden has managed to get on his feet. Ross is stuck in the dirt. Madden is now going straight, going around the gas station corner, and is now on airport straight. This is a massive upset. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe my eyes. He's now just made the jump at GigaChat Bridge and is making this turn at Car Depot Corner. He's now past his first
lap.
Yeah, lap. Thank you. Will Ross catch up? We do not know. Madden is now taking the jump at Dieselville Bridge. And has gotten into an accident. He's now off the side of the road. Madden will have to get his car back on the road if he wants to keep first place. Ross is very close behind. Ross is taking first place, and Ross is now in the lead. Ross is taking the turn at gas station. Ross is now. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. Ross is now on airport. Ross is now on spillway. Ross is stopped. He's crashed against spillway. Madden has a chance to catch up. This is an unbelievable race.
I'm still stuck.
Ross is now making the turn at Spruce Corner, and he's headed towards GigaChat Bridge. And I believe this is Ross's second lap. Ross has now completed his second lap, and he is on to his third and final lap.
Wait, am I timing Madden or Ross?
You're timing Madden.
Oh, wow.
It's a little late. It's a little late for that. Ross is now on trumpet
just
turn.
making sure.
And he's on his way to Dieselville Bridge.
Why did it turn?
Ross has now jumped on Dieselville Bridge, and he's gotten himself into an accident.
It just turned out of nowhere.
This is worrisome. Madden has a big opportunity here to catch up.
Come on.
Let's see if he'll be able to do it.
Gosh, this is gonna be
Oh
neck
my
and
gosh,
neck.
Madden is there! Madden is right there! He's right behind! And General Ross has started going again! He's on airport straight! There he goes! Oh my gosh, this is getting
come on, not this bridge again.
I can't believe it! Ross is on spillway!
Wait,
Ross
it
is
did
crashed!
not turn. It
Ross is
doesn't turn.
crashed, and Madden still has an opportunity to catch up! But Ross has recovered! He's now on Spruce Corner! Going around Spruce Corner, he's now on GigaChat. He's headed towards GigaChat Bridge. He's made the jump at GigaChat Bridge, and he's just about to make the final turn. And there it is, folks. There it is, our winner of this race, General
man.
Ross.
Now, if you thought that that race was a close call, the next race would be even closer. So this is the standing at this point. We have had all these races over here, so these groups have fought, and then we go to the next race, which you just saw. We just did this race between me and Maiden, and Kindle and Schwa, or Goshwa, did their race as well. And at the end, I won this race and Kindle won his race, and therefore it's now between me and between Kindle. Now, just saying, these are qualifying races. So at the very end, we will race all against each other, and who wins that race, you will see in another video. Not in this one. That's pretty close. The full race will be in the next video, so you really don't want to miss out on that.
All right, our final races for the final qualifying race are facing off in this legendary race. General Ross and Kindle. General Ross, how do you feel about your chances of winning this race?
Very small, because I did a very bad bad race the last round, so I have good hopes. I will try. I'll do my best. I don't want to crash.
He's gonna try, but he is not very confident.
No.
All right, Kindle, how do you feel about winning this race?
I'm gonna win this. I'm so sure.
He's
So
confident as all heck. This is for first and second. This is first and second place qualifying for the final race, which is everybody racing all together. Let's do this thing.
Gentlemen, start your engine. Ready, set, go!
And they're off. General Ross has made a quick lead and got into an accident almost immediately. Both cars have flipped. Ross is upside down on the racetrack, and Kindle is off on the side on his side. Ross is managing to right his vehicle very, very quickly, which is looking good for him. But Kindle has managed to get his car on the road by driving it remotely. It looks like Ross is now in the lead, though. Kindle is gonna have to catch up later on.
Oh, catch a bit of the trees there.
Ross has caught a tree, but he's still going strong. He's now making the turn at Trumpet Corner, and now Ross is headed towards Diesel Bridge. And he's made the jump at Diesel Bridge. He is soaring through the air, almost completely across Diesel Straight. Now making the turn at Gas Station Turn. Now he's on Airport Straight, and Kindle is nowhere to be seen. Let's see if he has an opportunity to catch up.
It's not turning.
Ross has gotten into an accident. He's hit a tree, but he's managed to right himself very quickly, while Kindle is still far behind. Ross has made the jump at GigaChat Bridge, and he's now headed for his first lap, and is now on to his second. Oh, he's made an accident right at the first lap, giving Kindle an opportunity to catch up. Ross is now headed on his second lap towards the first bridge, and he's making the jump. He's now at Trumpet Corner, and Kindle is nowhere to be seen. Ross is now making the jump over the second bridge, now taking the turn at Spillway, and is heading towards Spruce Corner. He's now past Spruce Corner, he's on GigaChat, and he's flipped over. He's upside down.
He flipped.
He's upside down. Kindle has an opportunity here to catch up. Ross has now flipped his vehicle. He's managed to do it right quickly, and I see Kindle. He's on Spillway. Kindle's on Spillway. Kindle's about to be coming around Spruce Corner, and he's on GigaChat. Kindle's on GigaChat right behind Ross. And it's looking like it's going to come down to the final lap.
No.
Ross has gotten into an accident. Kindle has an opportunity to pass here. And they're right neck and neck. They're right neck and neck on the final lap. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a race of a lifetime. They're taking the first jump. They're making the turn at Trumpet Corner. Ross is still in first. He's making the jump. And Ross has gotten into a massive
Ross made a mistake.
accident, but he's
Kindle
going
is
to right
overtook
himself.
Ross.
Kindle is overtaken. Kindle is overtaken. It's unbelievable. Kindle is now on airport going as fast as all heck. Now he's taking the chicane at Spillway. Ross is still behind, but not by very far. Ross
big crash
almost
into the
overtakes, but they
Spillway.
got into a
I think we're
massive
stuck.
accident.
I think we're stuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our very first yellow flag. This race comes down to whoever makes it to the finish line first.
Oh, he's going backwards.
Oh, and General Ross is headed forwards. He's gotten stuck. Everybody's making 10-point turns. Kindle is in.
Oh, Kindle is
going. Kindle is headed down.
My camera's a little
Giga Chad is
weird.
going over Giga Chad Bridge.
I'm confused.
Ross cannot be far behind. But Kindle has
I
not
cannot
crossed
steer.
the
I cannot
finish
steer.
line. Ross is close behind. What an incredible race. Kindle has come
my
in
goodness.
first
I
place
cannot steer.
and has now
This is so
won the
late.
qualifying rounds.
Crazy.
The latency is crazy.
Congratulations to our first and second place drivers in the qualifying.
And just like that, yes, I fumbled in the last race. And this is the standing right now. Kindle won the last qualifying race. So I sadly became second, but you know what? Not bad. Not bad for such a tricky track with a lot of very sharp corners. And that all with a little bit of lag, a little bit of latency. The server itself is in America and I'm in Europe, so the connection is not the best. And of course, given that we have a lot more cars standing here driving around, so yeah, all that considered, even though I had a few lag spikes, not bad to end up second. Now, I know what you think. You really want this car, right? And also, I told you about another car that will be available, and that's this one. Yes, I made the Bugatti Tourbillon, the very new Bugatti that is coming very soon, and I made it in Minecraft, and it looks like this. It has the exact same system underneath it. It's just a different shell, basically. But yeah, this car is so phenomenal. This is one of the coolest things I've made. I don't know which one I like more, this one or this one. I really like the back of this car and the spoiler. It looks really, really cool. Both cars are available now on my Patreon. The link is down in the description. I've put a lot of hours and a lot of work to make these cars. Now they are for Patreon members. This one, however, the Brouillard, will be also available separately. So you can buy this one for a lower price, like the single schematic. But if you're a Patreon member, you can get all of my schematics, not just the car, but all my trains and all the other builds that I've done. You can get all the schematics, including that car. The Tourbillon will be exclusively for my Patreon members. So if you already are a member, you should be able to download the schematic of this one. If you're not, then I highly recommend going over to my Patreon and just check it out. I put a lot of hours into both of the cars. So hopefully, if you're not able to become a member, it's all fine. Hopefully this video also helped you to make your own car, maybe your own like drivetrain, and build your own car on top of it. One thing though, you really need the mod pack. It will be all explained on Patreon itself, on like how you have to install the car, how you have to get everything ready. It should be pre-installed, as in like the wheels and all of that should be all set up. The only few things that you have to do is, for example, make a backpack with the fuel inside of it, so you can put it on the car, as well as manually change the gear ratios, because they will be resetted when you use a schematic. So you have to do that by hand again. Everything else should be working. But of course, you also need the mod pack for all the specific blocks that are used to get this color scheme. So for example, this version with the headlights and all that, you need the mod pack for that. So the drivetrain that only uses the Create Aeronautics and Create mod and not any other add-on mods except for the suspension key, those versions will be completely different. The colors that you see over here will be completely redone because of course I will only use vanilla blocks. So just so you know, if you take the schematic that is only good for Create Aeronautics and like Copycat and the suspension key, if you only use those mods, then the cars will look completely different, just so you know. So you have to color them yourself in that case. But I highly recommend to just play the mod pack, because then you can have these cars and you can change them yourself if you want. If you want a different color, you can do that. But I highly recommend using the mod pack. If you're able to use aeronautics, you should be able to play the mod pack. Also, the car will come without the rocket engine. So yeah, in the schematics won't have the thruster because it was never meant to be on the car. Same for this one. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to play this mod pack with your friends, then I highly recommend using Pigo as your hosting service. Use code ROSS, all capitals, for 25% off your first month, and then you can actually have a race maybe with these cars with your friends. That would be cool. Thank you all so much for the Patreon members. It helps me out so much. So thank you. And of course, all the YouTube members as well. And of course, thank you everyone for watching this video. If this is the first video you watch of my channel, go check out the rest. I have some really cool projects and really cool aeronautics things that I made. So go check it out and maybe consider to subscribe. That would help me out a lot. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.